Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School, Taif. I am Muhammad Yasin. This English class is for the students of grade 5. We are doing chapter 3 of Active English Book 5. This is our 12th video in this class. In today's lesson, the students will develop understanding of punctuation. They will learn to punctuate the given paragraph. They will learn to join two sentences by using whose. They will learn to reply the given questions, and they will develop understanding of complement in grammar. Dear students, this is exercise 4 of lesson 3. We have done first 3 exercises in our previous lesson. Let us start exercise 4. In the instructions, what is given, copy out this passage, putting in all punctuation and capital letters. We shall look at the given paragraph and try to find out where capital letter is missing, where comma is missing, where inverted commas are missing. We shall complete it, then we shall write it again. Dear students, this paragraph is not to learn this paragraph only. While doing this paragraph, we shall learn the rules. We shall try to understand the rules to do such type of question. After doing this question, we should be able to do any other question of this type. We shall do it in such a way that after doing this, we should be able to do any other question of this type. Let us discuss each line one by one. First of all, if we look at the first line, we can see this W is small. You know very well the first letter of each sentence is always capital. This is a rule of thumb. What does it mean? All these 3 letters, this W, this I, and this I, all these 3 first letters will become capital. In first line, what will be the first change? First change will be that we shall change this W into capital. What is the name of the ship? If we read up to here, we can understand the sentence is completed here up to ship. What is the name of that ship? This is a question, no doubt. We can understand it very well. What is the name of that ship is a question. At the end of ship, after ship, we shall write there question mark. Asked Zohra. We know very well Zohra is a name, and first letter of each name is always capital. After Zohra there will be full stop. There will be a period, because at the end of each sentence always there is a period. We call it full stop also. One more thing is left. In this first line, if we look here, what is the name of that ship? If we look at these words, we can understand it very well that these are the words of Zohra. Zohra has said these words. When we use someone other's words, we call it direct narration. And in case of direct narration, we put these words in inverted commas. What does it mean? What is the name of that ship? This is a question. We shall put this question in inverted commas. Let us move to the solution. We shall look at the solution of first line and try to find out, have we made all these changes which we discussed just now? Dear students, what W? We have put it capital. What is the name of that ship? This is a question. We have put here question mark. What is the name of that ship? Is a sentence said by Zohra. The words are of Zohra. That is why we shall put this sentence in inverted commas. Zohra is a name. We have to change this Z into capital because always first letter of a proper noun of a name is capital. At the end we have put a period. In this way we have made how many changes? This comma, this capital letter, this question mark, this inverted comma, up to here 4, this Z5 and period 6. We have made 6 changes in first line of this question. Let us move to the second line. It, as I told you before, first letter of each sentence is always capital. That is why this I will be capital. It was the Queen Elizabeth. Q for Queen Elizabeth, E for Elizabeth will become capital also because this is the name. But Umar is also name, O will become capital. Did not know. Let us look at the answer. It was the Queen Elizabeth. We have put Q capital, Elizabeth E capital, and we have put Queen Elizabeth in inverted commas. After inverted commas, here is comma, but Umar, O for Umar is capital. At the end we have put a period. Dear students, these commas are to put some emphasis on Queen Elizabeth, the name. In this line, how many changes have we made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have made 8 changes in this line. Let us move to the third line. I, as I told you before, I is the first letter of this sentence. It will be capital. Don't. This don't is short form of do not. This don't is short form of do not. We shall put apostrophe after N. What shall we do here? We shall put apostrophe after N. I don't know. This much are the words of Umar. That is why we shall put it in inverted commas. Here will be comma also. Said Umar. O will be capital. It's very big. Dear students, this is short form of it is. After T there will be apostrophe also. Very big. Isn't. This isn't is short form of is not. That is why after N we shall put here apostrophe. At the end there will be question mark because this is written here, isn't it? Isn't it is a question. This is a short question. We call it tag question also. Let us look at the solution. Dear students, we can see I don't know after N. This don't, as I told you, is short form of do not. We shall put apostrophe here, comma. Umar O will be capital, full stop. It's after T there will be apostrophe, very big comma, isn't it? This is a question mark will be there and inverted comma will be closed. Yes, dear students, this exercise will be done like this. I think you have developed understanding. You have developed understanding to do such type of question. While doing this question, keep it in your mind that you are not learning to do this question only. You are learning to do all questions of this type. This is the way to learn. Yes, students, let us move to the next exercise. Dear students, there were 4 exercises only in chapter 3 of our book. Now we are going to do workbook. Let us look at the instructions of first page of our workbook. Join these sentences to make one sentence using whose. Join these sentences. This means 2 sentences are given. We can see here, I know a boy is one sentence. His father is a teacher is second sentence. We are set to join these 2 sentences by using the word whose. By using the word whose. We have done such type of question in our exercise, and while doing the exercise we learned that we shall leave the subject of the second sentence and we shall replace it with the word whose. Then the answer will become, I know a boy whose father is a teacher. Let us write this answer. I know a boy whose father is a teacher. Let us move to the next answer. Here is written, I met a girl. Her mother gives sitar lessons. What shall we do? The same rule will be applied here also. We shall change this her into whose, and we shall leave this full stop, because our answer will be a single sentence, not 2 sentences. Let us write the answer. I met a girl whose mother gives sitar lessons. Dear students, we are doing page 12 of our workbook. Let us move to the third part. There is the man. His car was stolen. The same rule will be applied here. We shall leave this full stop, this period. His will be changed into whose. What will be the answer? There is the man whose car was stolen. Let us look at the part number 4. What will be the answer? I am going to see my friend whose home is in Quetta. Dear students, we have done 4 parts of this exercise. This is workbook page 12. In fact, there are 12 parts. Let us move to part number 5. She began talking to a friendly girl. Her name was Uzma. The same rule will be applied here. We shall leave this period and change this her into whose. Then our answer will become, she began talking to a friendly girl whose name was Uzma. Let us move to part number 6. It will become, Umar took me to see Maruf, whose mother works in an office. What have we done here? After Maruf, there was full stop. We have left it. We have changed this his into whose. This is the rule. This is the method that is said in our book. Answer number 7 will be, everyone looked at the boy whose bag had fallen into the sea. Part number 8, he spoke to the headmaster whose name was Mr. John. Dear students, we have completed 8 parts, 4 are left. Let us move to part number 9. The policeman called to see the boy. His bicycle had been stolen. The policeman called to see the boy whose bicycle had been stolen. What have we done in this sentence? We have left this period and changed this his into whose. In this way, number 10 will become, the book was about a man whose work was collecting snakes. Number 11 will become, yesterday I met Zaib, whose sister I had already met. Here is a little change. Try to notice it, and we shall write our answer accordingly. In all other sentences, we change this his into whose, and no change was made other than this. But in this sentence, to keep it meaningful, we shall write it, yesterday I met Zaib, whose sister I had already met. Whose sister I had already met. We have done this method in an exercise in our book. He was looking for Maruf. He had borrowed his book. It will become, he was looking for Maruf, whose book he had borrowed. Dear students, this part is also worth noting that it is a little different from the previous ones. In fact, these last 2 sentences are of the same type, and this type is a little different from the first 10 sentences. Let us look here once again. He was looking for Maruf, whose book he had borrowed. It will be done like this. How is that? After whose, we shall not write this, whose had borrowed his book. It will not be meaningful in this way. We shall write whose book. This book will come from here. That is the object of this sentence. In this way it will become, whose book he had borrowed. Dear students, we have done all the parts of page 12. This page 12 is the page of workbook. Now we shall move to page. Dear students, this is the next page of our workbook. This is page number 13. Where shall I put it? Where you found it. All right, I will put it where I found it. Each answer will start by writing all right. We shall write all right in the beginning of each sentence. After writing all right, instead of shall I, we shall write I will. I will put it where I found it. This you will change it to I. Where shall I put the books? Where you found them. All right. I will put them where I found them. Where shall I hang the picture? Where everyone can see it. Answer will become, all right, I will hang it where everyone can see it. Let us move to the next. Where shall we go for a walk? All right, we will go where we usually go. Next part is, where shall I leave the books? Where the teacher told you to leave them. All right, I will leave them where the teacher told me to leave them. Here was told you, but here will be told me. Next is, where shall I get off the bus? Where the two roads meet. All right, I will get off the bus where the two roads meet. Where shall I put the chair? Where no one will fall over it. All right, I will put it where no one will fall over it. Where shall I put the desk? Where we always put them. All right, I will put them where we always put them. Let us move to part number 9. Where shall we stop for a rest? Where there is not so much traffic. Our answer will be, all right, we will stop for a rest where there is not so much traffic. Next answer will become, all right, I will sign my name where the clerk has put a cross. Next part is, where shall we go to do our homework? Answer will become, all right, we will do our homework where it is quiet. You can write here, we will go to do our homework where it is quiet. Next part is, where shall I write my answer? Where a space has been left. All right, I will write the answer where a space has been left. Dear students, this was the second page of our workbook, chapter 3. It was page 13. Dear students, there is an exercise of grammar also. Let us move. If we look in our grammar chapter 3, the beginning of the page look like this. Let us read it and try to understand what is given here. Read these sentences. I painted the door blue. I called him a fool. In sentence 1, the verb painted has an object, the door. Still, the predicate is not complete. It has another word, in this case an adjective, blue. To complete it, the word blue is the complement of the sentence. Similarly, in sentence 2, the noun a fool is the complement. The verb to be, to become, to seem, to be named, to be considered, and others like them take a complement after them. Here are examples. He is a bad boy. Bad boy is the complement. He became a leader. A leader is the complement. I named him Tiger. Tiger is the complement. He seems a healthy man. Healthy man is the complement. Dear students, let us move to the exercise. Select the complement in the following sentences. The sentence is, he found the lion asleep. In this sentence, we have to find out what is the complement of this sentence. Boys, if we look at the sentence, we can see, if we write here, he found the lion, it is not complete. It will complete by writing asleep. If asleep is not there, the sentence is not complete. Asleep is completing the sentence. That is why it is called complement. It is completing the predicate. Let us mark it as a complement. We have changed its color to show that this is our complement. In our next sentence, I call my dog Jack. We have changed the color of Jack because Jack is the complement of this sentence. If we say I call my dog, this is not a complete sentence. Predicate is not complete until we write here Jack. Until we write here Jack. That is why Jack is the complement of the sentence. In this sentence, if we look here, he is my best. If we don't write here friend, the sentence is not complete. Predicate is not complete. Therefore, friend is the complement. Let us mark it as complement. We have changed its color to show that this is our complement. Let us move to the next part. The sky became clear. What is complement? Clear. If we don't write here complement, the sentence is not complete. In part number 5, we think him wise. If we write here we think him, is it a complete sentence? No. To complete the predicate, we have to write here wise. That is why this wise is the complement. Let us mark it as a complement. We have marked it as a complement. Let us move to the next part. There are total 10 parts. We have done first 5. There are 5 more parts in this exercise. Dear student, he seems what? If we don't write here rich, will it be complete? No. That is why this rich is the complement. Let us mark it as complement. Yes, we have marked it as complement. The soldiers are brave. If we write here the soldiers are, will it be complete? No. Brave is necessary to write here. Brave is completing the predicate. It completes the sentence. It makes the sentence meaningful. Therefore, the complement is brave. Let us mark it as complement. He called Rustam. He called Rustam what? If we don't write here line, will it be complete? No. That is why line is the complement. He caused me harm. If we write he caused me, will it be complete? No. That is why harm is the complement. His pace was slow. If we don't write slow here, will it be complete? No, we have to write here slow. That is why slow is the complement. Dear students, we have completed exercise 6 also. Dear students, we have completed exercise 6 of grammar. This will be our homework. In our homework, we shall do exercise 4 that we did from our book. We shall do it in our notebook. And then I think you have workbooks now. Workbooks are available in school. I think you have taken it from school. If you have not taken, you can take it. The bookshop is open from 10 o'clock in the morning to 4 o'clock in the evening. You can take it from the school. You will write page 12 and page 13 of the workbook. After that, you will do exercise 6 of grammar in your notebook. Dear students, that is all from our today's lesson. See you later in another lesson. Goodbye.